Is it working there?
Yeah.
Good stuff. I was kind of out of all you lads, how many of you are pretty comfortable with how an engine works? I knew it was just going to be you. Okay, that's pretty good.
I get the concept.
I
Yeah,
am
yeah. All right.
part of the concept. I don't
Right.
know how everything works, though.
Don't worry. No, don't worry. My daytime other class, none of them. I think one guy kind of vaguely knew, and that blew my mind. What's up? Let me ask you a question. I was watching a movie last night, and they had a question, and they said, "What was man's greatest invention?" What do you think it was?
Combustion.
The engine, the internal combustion engine. You think is man's great? Not the Apollo rocket. Do you know man's greatest invention was actually the wheel? Okay, which makes sense. All right. Now, this is a nice model of a single cylinder engine. Okay. Now, I hopefully you understand that this is like a sectioned view of it, and it's been chopped like in half, and there would be a wall around this. Okay, you get that? How many? Would you know how many cylinders are in your engine, Dale?
Right now,
Yeah.
2 cars have 4 and 1 has 3.
So you have actually a car that has 3 cylinders in it.
Oh, bike.
It's a motorcycle that has 3 cylinders.
Yeah.
So usually a motorcycle will have only 1 cylinder. All right, a lawnmower will have 1 cylinder. My truck has 4 cylinders, an inline 4. If I had money, I would like a V8 is what I would like. Okay, so pretty soon you're not gonna. There was a time that pretty soon we're not going to have internal combustion engines. Hertz just bought 100,000 electric vehicles. All right, so I want you to look at this. What are the main parts? Obviously, the engine doesn't have a crank. Okay, so that crank just allows me to turn it. I have 1 cylinder here. If I had 4 cylinders, this main shaft, this is the crankshaft, you see this? This main shaft will go all the way through, and all the cylinders will be connected to it because you want the power out of all the cylinders. Fair enough? Now, so this is the crankshaft. Do you have any idea what this gizmo is with the little cutouts? What's this thing called? Begins with P.
Piston.
That's your piston, all right, and it's round. Up the top here is, do we have a camshaft anywhere? Where is the actual camshaft? Yeah, it's right there. I don't know if you can see these. It's a camshaft, and it has these funny, I think the word is lobes.
Yep.
Okay, and so just we'll look at this. This is the camshaft, and it's not always in the bottom. Sometimes it's at the top. All right. So the camshaft is this shaft. The crankshaft is this shaft. This gizmo that connects the piston to the crankshaft is called, it's a rod, a connecting rod. And all it does is linear motion, up and down, gets connected into rotational motion. That's all I know about an engine, all right? Now, so hold on a second. So, where, in this space here, I don't know what that is called, the cylinder, there's a bang, all right? There's an explosion. And how do we create an explosion in there? We've got to give it 2 things.
Spark, air, fuel.
3 things. What the hell am I saying? We need fuel, we need air, and we need a spark. Okay? So this thing here. What's up, Keegan?
Oh.
Jesus Christ, you're on time. This thing right here. Does anyone know what this is? This should.
That's a float.
That is a float. But what is this called?
Carburetor.
That is your carburetor. And your cars nowadays, what the carburetor does is it controls the air and fuel mixture. It's an old technology. We basically, I don't know which one. Fuel is going in here, air is going in here. They get mixed together and they go into the engine. Fair enough? Carburetor. You don't worry about this. I don't even understand how that works. There are good videos on it now, in fairness. What your cars probably use is something called fuel injection. And all it does is it's a little electrical or electronic gizmo that sprays fuel and air into here. If I spray air and fuel into a little cylinder and I ignite it, I'm going to get a bang. Fair enough? Now, where there's a little spark plug here, and you can see it firing. Bang! You see it right there? Now, so this is a single cylinder engine. They call this a 4-stroke engine, and I'll tell you why, because it has 4 strokes. Now, on my page here, I've written the words suck, squeeze, bang, and blow. Alright? Now, they're the 4. What are you laughing at? Suck, squeeze, bang, blow. Alright? Now, let's see if we can start this. Let's see where it goes. That's the exhaust. Now, let's have a look. This, I think this is this. That's the bang. Okay. That's your suck. Now, we have 2 valves. Do you see these valves in the springs? Okay, the springs keep them closed. Now, we're sucking, right now, we're sucking in the mixture. The piston comes down. Am I turning this the right way, though? I might be turning it the right way. Input, squeeze, bang.
There you go.
Yeah, that one.
Bang, and then it exhausts. Okay. Okay, here we go. The piston's going down. It sucks in the air. Okay? This intake valve is opening. It gets down to the very, very bottom. And what's it doing right now? Compressing. It's squeezing it. Okay? The ignition, and that ignition is a little bit too fast. What is that called in an engine when is it called pre-ignition?
Yeah.
Pre-ignition, something like that. So what it's doing is we have the bang now. It pushes the piston down. Okay. The bloody exhaust valve opens. This is closed. All the exhaust gases go out to your exhaust, your catalytic converter. So let's start it again. It opens up. Suck. Squeeze, bang, and blow. So let me ask you a question. The timing of these valves, is that important?
Yes.
It's critical, isn't it? So we need to make sure they open and close at the right time. So do you remember we talked about synchronous belts and timing belts? So if we look here, we have a set of gears doing that job. Do you see that? So the gear that's what's this gear connected to?
Drive shaft.
The crankshaft and the drive shaft. What's this gear connected to?
Camshaft.
The camshaft. So the timing of the camshaft is timed with the crankshaft. Okay? And you see these little lobes here. Those little lobes push up these, what are these called? Lifters? Okay? They lift up the lifters at certain times. The lifters are connected to, what are these lads called?
Rocker arms.
Rocker arms. The rocker arms open up the camshaft, the valves at the correct time. How does the spark plug know when to get the ignition at the right time? In our example, we have a little limit switch.
Cam positioning sensor.
Is it a cam positioning sensor?
Well, I don't know anymore.
Yeah, I
The
don't-
cars and the technology.
There was a time I used to love working on cars. Now I'd rather pay someone to do it. I'm getting old. Does that make some sense? Yeah, it's not that bad. A diesel engine doesn't have a spark plug, and it just works on the the compression is enough to ignite it and it combusts. If you can understand this, you can understand the lawnmower engine, the engine in your car. But you know, you guys are unfortunate. You got all this time to understand this, and now they're coming out with a totally new engine, electric cars. All right, that's it.